I did this for people who often doubted me, and all the backstabbers who betrayed me.
Hey yo, what's up? It's your boy Supreme Rain Killu, and I'm back again with another video. And today we're gonna be talking about logos, right? So I promised a video about my logo design process. I know I haven't showed some of my logos, but it's actually what I do the most, and I've been having a lot of logos lately, and I thought that I should just do a video on showcasing my process on how I do my logos. So I'm not gonna show much on screen. It's just gonna be me talking, and I'll try to add some videos. Maybe if I have some leftover videos, if I really have some, if I recorded some when I was doing a logo, and if I didn't, maybe one day when I do a logo, I'll just record my process and explain it with the visuals on screen. So please note, I'm not gonna teach anybody how to design a logo, right? I'm not going to tell you that this is the only way to design a logo. It is usually, or it is preferably, my process. It is just what I do, and I find that it works pretty well for me as an individual. So the reason why I'm doing this is because whenever we discussing with other designers, especially the ones new into the field, I am I don't consider myself a professional, but I've been doing this for quite a while. So whenever we're talking about how do you sort out your stuff when your computer's full, how do you actually sort it out in groups or whatever. So I'm gonna explain my design process right here. So the design process is not gonna hinder your creativity. It's just gonna make you work more efficiently and faster, so that you know what to do, when to do it. So there's like different kinds of logos. So but I think that if you apply this to how you work, it can actually work in any type of project. So the first thing you're gonna do, obviously, you're gonna get a client, and they're gonna send you a brief, and you're gonna ask them questions until you actually comprehend the brief directly, and now you understand what you have to do or what you have to look for. So I'd say after this, you meet the first step, which is probably research, and this can take a really long time. In fact, sometimes it takes the longest time if you are struggling to find a concept until the drawing part comes. So you should research the industry, the type of fonts, similar logos, research, and then after this research, I still consider it a part of research. What I would do is that I would everything that has inspired me after this research, which is a picture, other logos, or anything else, a building I saw, a shoe, a tree, I would download pictures of these things, all of them that I need, and you can tell if you have enough, like the direction. So the reason why you're doing this is because if you have too much choice, it's hard to choose. So I like to limit myself to a bunch of inspirations, and then to see what comes out from what I have at that point in time. So I would take these things and put them into a collage, right? You can use anything for this. I like to use Photoshop, or there's a software, or it's an online software called Millernote, where you can put a bunch of pictures inside and write some notes and do hella cool stuff. So go check out Millernote, and it's a cool software. I'm lazy sometimes. I just like using Photoshop. So, but it's probably easier on Millernote. You can go check it out. Maybe I'll link it in the description below so that you can check it out. I think it's free. Yeah, I haven't used it in a while. So I just do a collage of the things I have at that point in time, right? Text, speeches, phrases, pictures, other logos, colors, whatever you collected, you put it in there. And then whenever you satisfied with whatever you have in that collage or whatever you call it, step three for me would be I start sketching. So you can sketch on paper. I've done that a lot of times. I used to sketch on my iPad when I had it. I use a Dell XPS 15, so it's touchscreen, and I used to have the pen. I broke it, so I might have to go back to drawing on paper, but I'm gonna buy another one soon. So I usually sketch. I used to sketch on the iPad, and Now that the iPad is gone, I sketch on my laptop because it has a touchscreen. So I use Sketchbook or Clip Studio Paint. You can use anything to sketch. So basically, after this is the sketching point. So you sketch, and you sketch as much as you can, and you choose and pick whatever you like out of your sketches. So the next step is to show your client what you've done. This is not a step. It depends on your client and who you have as a client. So some clients don't understand sketches. So if you have that kind of one of a kind client, don't do that because it might actually cause more problems for you. But if you have a really understanding client and you can explain to them that that is not the final form, it's you showing them what can be, but these sketches should be really drawn very well, measured, and they shouldn't be scribbled. So I would show my client, and then they would choose a few that they like. Then I go into Illustrator, I do my thing. And one thing to point out, even when you're sketching, you can try to sketch out fonts. If you like doing fonts, you can actually do them in there. I don't do much of that. I find it too difficult for me at this level, but there's designers who actually like doing font based logos, and there's some really good ones out there. So yeah, you can sketch it out, and then I go to Illustrator. Right, you can use whatever you want, doesn't matter. You go to now to your software, you do your stuff in there, you do your stuff in there. Then now you start doing the fonts or whatever. If it's a font logo, I don't know, you do whatever you do. And then after this, I have samples. So whenever I'm gonna show my client, I'm just not gonna show them a dark logo on a piece of on a blank background. So what I do is I find a bunch of mockups, and then I present the logos in all forms, in black and white, in color, and on mockups. These are samples. So you present them like that, and then they're gonna tell you what they like, they don't like, what uh, um, they want you to change, and all that complicated process. And after that, whenever they're happy, I do the final logo, and then I use markups again to present the final logo, but not just markups. This time, I create a presentation for my clients, right? Create a certain type of presentation. It doesn't matter how you do it. It can be what you like. You can include colors, color codes. Uh, you can make it like it's a proposal or something. You can make whatever you like. Just that clients sometimes enjoy neatness and presentation. It has to look good, you see. So I would do that, and then if they're happy, I would give them. So basically, that is my logo design process, right? It's a process. It doesn't limit you. You can go outside, experiment. It's a creative field, so it's not the only way. Other people had different kind of processes. They work in a different way. So I'm focused. If you want to work more efficiently in an orderly manner, to deliver your logos faster to your clients if you have too many. So this is what I usually do, and I hope that you, from seeing and hearing me speak about my logo design process, will maybe help you. I suggest you try it out. It's pretty standard, but it actually can save you a lot of headaches. And yeah, so if you like this video, please subscribe. And if you have any questions relating to graphic design and video, I'm gonna do some video editing tips. I know I'm still a beginner, but I know a few things, so I'm gonna make some in an easier, in a way you can understand, in a simplified version of how I do things. So if you have any related questions to softwares, not 3D, just graphic design and maybe video, not After Effects though, just maybe Premiere Pro, that's what I use, just leave them in the comments below. Tell me what you need, and maybe it might be my next video. Again, I'll say, if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.